Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with Transport Fever Peninsula. We're following one of our new Klondikes that is heading out to go and potentially pick up some food. It's not, there's no food waiting. But I started with this shot largely because, you know, I'm a sucker for a good ship shot. And secondly, look at all the ships. We're already developing quite a busy shipping lane here in the peninsula, and that's a jolly good thing. Anyway, while you were gone, I did a little bit of road upgrading, and I bought an extra couple of ships. I'll show you both of those things presently. So I added 2 more ships onto the route that is running out from here, just outside New York / Los Santos, that is going to be delivering foodstuffs eventually. At the present time, no, the Stay Puft Corporation has yet to decide that working is something that it really wants to get behind. We live in hope, friends, because the 2 new ships have taken the route time down to 19 minutes. Now, it's not that 19 minutes that has ever been important. It is the total fulfillment range that makes a difference. We're going to have to wait and see if this pays off or not. I think I'll risk maybe another 2, maybe 4 ships in total before I decide that route is not going to work in its current format. Doesn't mean the route's dead, but it just means that there's a high chance that it's dead. Meanwhile, everything else is kind of trundling along here. We've got here we go. Look, a bit of truck action. There's one of our new buses. Just slower than everything else we've got, but it is one of the fastest buses available with a decent amount of capacity. Still, nice day for it. Get a bit of a view. Lovely. Now, the bit of road that I upgraded was basically to finish off the remainder of this swoop around before you head out to Los Santos. So nothing too major there. Anyway, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about a scheme that I have, and if it looks viable, we'll do it. I should probably cover myself by saying there is almost no chance that this scheme will work, at least not today. Anyway, the scheme in question, and I think it'll probably be stone that we work with, is to run a single train line. There is absolutely no chance this works. A single train line from the quarry straight up the spine of this island, then hop over and go and do a little bit of jump across the area next to City 17 before arriving back near Alpha Complex, before heading across to the to the factories here. Yeah, there's absolutely no chance that'll work. That is, at the very least, a £250 million project. I don't have a £250 million. That's the thing that I don't have. Anyway, the 4 times time mod is back enabled once again. So we are onwards and upwards in terms of actually being able to stop and smell the flowers a little bit. Here you go. This is the 2 that I turned around. Look, running completely empty. It's a pity, but it's fine. I'm covering my costs. Because ships don't actually cost a huge amount to run, but that will pay off enormously, absolutely enormously, if I can get to the point where food starts producing. There is so much money to be made there. It's just not funny. Just a huge amount of cash. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to wheel out, probably for the last time in this series, the airport construction system. By which I mean I'm going to use the cheating smoothing tool to get this to work and set up an air route between one of the islands and the 3 towns of power. The 3 towns of power, for those of you unfamiliar, are, if I can find them, here we go, Caprica, Mos Eisley, Sherma. As you can see, they are so close together that they have already merged. Beauclair is not a million miles away from merging as well. But we're going to try and put airports at both ends and then run some planes, because it should make money, because there is no other way for passengers from one end to reach the other. So it should be quite a profitable little enterprise. It'll take time to kind of flesh itself out, but that's not a deal breaker. Now, normally when you're building an airport, you would go, where's a flat bit? Now, on this map, you kind of go, where's a bit that's not a vertical surface that I could possibly even out without it being completely wretched. And I think this is probably the area. We'll smooth out. We'll use the cheating smooth to get the to get the land able to cope with an airport. But yes, right, okay, well. There we go. So I'm thinking around here will probably be the way to go, although you do need space at either end that is also smoothed out. So I think even though that we're going to sink in, or rather we're going to benefit from some level land here at zero cost, effectively, we're still going to have to spend probably the best part of $1 million to make the area able to actually accept flights. So let's bring up the airport here. We'll go with 2 terminals. Now, obviously, it's not... In fact, it did flash. Yeah, okay, so it can't align the terrain. And that's going to be the story all the time, that terrain flattening is going to be the issue. So I'm going to manipulate the world in order to do that. But I want to try and find an area where the amount of manipulation required is not excessive. Because, well, I mean, look, you're going to need to see that to go, yeah, you're going to be left with quite the cliff there. So keep it going. Oh, what if we went like that? How much horror are we going to create there? Well, you're going to create horror no matter what, and the cost of smoothing out the edges after that is going to be a lot. I think it's safe to say. I mean, I can't afford to do it properly, and frankly, I'll almost never be able to afford it properly. It'll be the year 2000 before I'm anywhere near able to afford to do this. And frankly, if I don't get some DC-3s in the sky at some point, I'm going to be a decidedly sad panda. Right, we're going to try this and see how we get on. So let's take a quick kind of mental snapshot of the bit that we want to deal with. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we'd tweak that around to kind of be parallel with the street there. Yeah, okay, all right, that looks all right. Let's give it a go and see what we get. I'm not a fan of this tool. I know I've used it like 4 or 5 times now in this series, but I don't like it simply because it's just brutal. I think on a map that is less that is less pronouncedly wonky as this one, you would have a better time with it. Now I think it's going to want me to get rid of this edge here as well. I've experimented with this previously, not here, but elsewhere on the map, and it doesn't like it needs the planes to be able to have a certain amount of space to work with. And if I save myself like a budget of $1 million to try and kind of smooth this out afterwards, then we might be all right. Let's have a look. So here we go. Now, as you can see, that almost, yeah, that pretty much fits perfectly in that area, but it will tell you it's still unable to align the terrain. But see, it is doing. Look, I know, it's like I'm a wizard of some kind. I foresaw that was likely to occur. So the only thing you can really do is expand your influence sphere yet further, and then hope that afterwards, when you decide to kind of naturalize it all a little bit, that you can make it look like it is part of the landscape, but has just been interfered with. Level it out. Now, that should be more than enough space. And yet... There we go. Right, if we go right to the edge here, then you can make that happen. Now, I want this road to be as close to civil. Oh, you could go the other way. All right, let's have a look. And no. And I suspect it's because part of what it's trying to smooth out is the flight path that planes are going to take on their approach. It's attempting to make something where you don't end up flying through the side of a mountain, which is admirable. Right, we'll take it. There you go. All right, that's that end sorted. Well, ish. There's some work to do to make it look realistic, and realistic. It's like I care. And then where should we go for the other end? Now, Dark City is possibly... Well, Emerald City is also quite a long way off. What else have we got? Oh, actually, Los Santos, New York, and your Vegas here. They're quite a long way off as well. You have... Whoa, hey, ho, ha, look, it's happening. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, that's good news. Oh, terrific. Oh, food's kicked off. Oh, what a delight. Excellent. When's the first one coming in? I know I've got distracted by this, but the first one's coming in soonish. We've got 56 waiting. All right, and that will be the second one there. Oh, this is a very good day. I mean, the thing that we really need to make this kick into high gear is slightly faster, slightly higher quantity shippable ships. And then that'll be good. All right, while I'm passing, simply because we don't want to miss out on this opportunity, we'll buy 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick them on the line. Where are we? Transfer. Food transfer. Crop transfer. Nautical. Yes. Is that the one? It is the one. Yes, it is. Right. Go. Get to work. Okay. Right. That should. Oh, yeah. That's got all kinds of potential. Right. Back onto the airport side of things. That's terrific. What's going on here? Why are we having a parade through to... Oh, you shock me. What is your dilemma there, Tiger? Can we get a replace now on? 440 grand. Well, that's expensive, but we'll pay it. Because, honestly, look at this flipping queue you've created. Did I just replace all of those for Max? I rather think I did. No, I didn't. That's okay. Good. Max aren't as fast as these... I'm going to say Daimlers. I think they're Daimlers. These double-deckers. Right. Concentrate, man. Now, where are you going to put this other airport? If I were to stick it out here, New Vegas would all of a sudden get a lease of life. And that's a good thing. Yes. But, I mean, New Vegas is not really that big a problem because it's... hold everything. Right. What I'm seeing here is this area which could be flattened out quite nicely. Yes. And the reason that I'm going here rather than the island where I'm not currently doing anything is because this way we do end up with some areas of the map where it's got just, all kinds of business going on. So it's less about trying to make everywhere work, and it's more about making the bits that really are functional. I can't even afford the $10 for this. Making the bits that really are functional kind of super effective. If we get rid of the road... and then relay it after. Well, you don't want to make the road go in any more of a wonky kind of direction of travel. Let's try... No, you can't afford it. You need the tenner up front. Okay, well, borrow the money. There you go. Right. So, we're going to knock the top off this mountain, which I don't like doing. I know, I do it that often. You go, well, he must clearly loves destroying the mountainside. The only question here is, have I got enough that way distance? Because we're going to start knocking down the centre of town if you're not careful. Ooh. Yes, that's valid. Okay. Yeah, well, ooh, and things. Yes, all right. Yeah, and things. How else could we do it? We could go this way, I suppose. It's more damaging to the hillside there, but you're gonna have to monkey with that anyway. All right, let's try it. Let's go that one. Oh, you've got to push the right button first. That one, this one, and then out to about here. Ooh, this is a lot of damage we're about to do. And then to, I suppose, there. All right, go on. Yeah, I can make that look right. Now, the only thing that you want to avoid using this tool is getting these kind of horrible vertical edges anywhere near the coastline. I have indeed crashed the game by trying to smooth those out afterwards. And that's just using Madam Humble Smoothing Tool there to try and accomplish things. How have we done? We haven't done great. What if I spin this round the other way? How have we done? Still what we in the trade call not good. Not enough. Yeah, right. Okay, well, we're going to have to come south a little bit then. In which case, if we just if we activate the afterburners for a minute and try and get some of this traffic off the road, before the next one enters would be good. Right, and then we can push this lot all out of the way. Right, this road didn't upgrade anyway, so I'm not too crestfallen about having to remove that. Right. I'm hoping that by coming this way will be sufficient in order to create the space that we need here. From there to here. I really don't like this tool. But it's really the only way that I'm going to get airports ever on this map. And about there. I mean, previously I fit a whoa, no. That is the worst possible thing you could do to yourself. So don't do it. You will create something that will be perpetually ugly. No amount of smoothing will save you, and smoothing will also likely crash your game. Right, keep going this way. Out to about there, and then here, and then there, and then there. And a bit like that. Just maybe a bit further. Right, do that. Okay, now, if that isn't enough space, well, I mean, frankly, after doing this once, you've committed to it, because from here on in, it just gets increasingly ugly. But that looks all right. Now, in order to maybe help in the goal of softening the edges, I'm not going to put this kind of square with the square bit that I've leveled. By doing it off kilter, it might make the naturalization of it a little easier. Might not, but we'll give it a go. Right, big brush. Here we go. Let's work this in. Now, it's going to take. All of a sudden, I'm having a bit of a Bob Ross smoothing moment, gun. Whack your brush on the edge of the thing. There you go. So this end's coming up all right, and I think with the addition of a few props and a few trees and that kind of behaviour, you'd probably get a halfway decent result out of that. Now, I'm not going to fling all my money away on smoothing this cliffside out now. We'll do that over time. I don't want to take out a loan to do it. Well, you're going to have to, because you're now out of money. So now all I want to do, right, let's borrow enough of that, is smooth that enough so we can get the road back in. There we are. That's likely, and then also put in whatever kind of local transit options we've decided are good. Obviously, that would assume that I have decided that any local transit options are any good at all. Right, now then, what's the route that's going to make that work? And I think this is the point at which we start looking at New York and going, okay, what do we do with the local transportation here to make this more viable? Obviously, we're going to be talking trams, because, I mean, you would, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you talk trams? You would. We want catchment near the current stop, if not a replacement for the current stop. Let's bring up a fully fledged turn it around tram stop here, electric. The big tram station is incredibly tempting, but the odds of me being able to find somewhere inexpensive to place that, they're not good. No, there's not. I'm not filled with confidence that I'll find somewhere. All right, okay. Yes, I am going to spend the best part of $1 million in placing this. I just want to get good kind of centralised catchment. That'll probably do it. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Anything else? Okay. And then we shall build some brand new infrastructure that people go, oh, look, isn't it straight? Honey, we should move to somewhere that's got straight roads. Going to go, the roads were never straight in my day. Going to go, well, it's not your day anymore, is it? No. Therefore, shut up. We're moving to somewhere with straight roads. Right, bring that onto here, which obviously has created a lovely little lip. Lovely. I'm sure the passengers walking to the station are going to find that a delight. Connect, yes, good, and onto there, right. We will fix this to be better with subsequent manufacturing, but for the moment, just creating a connection at all without going bankrupt is more or less all I'm after. Let's get the road connection back up. Oh, I'm even going to... Yeah, this can be the first installation anywhere on this map of proper highway. There you go. 364 grand I won't see again. Perfect. Right, continue with the in-town motif with which we were previously fanoodling. Is fanoodling a word? It is now. Right, there you go. That's good. Now then, upgrade this to be like tramish. Tram it. No, we won't use the spanner version. We'll use the magic wand because we might as well get rid of some of this dirt track while we're at it. There you go. Yeah. New York becomes new and modern and interesting and 20th century and all of those things. That's all lovely. All right. And then we just electrify. Now, do we want to run point to point or are we going to need something a little bit more robust than that? Second point, do we now move everyone from this stop? Yes, we do. To that one. Yep. And that way you'll get all of your transfer traffic as well. Okay, cool. Give me catenary. Right. Well, we don't even need to think about this too greatly. This is just going to be, more or less a straight shot. So it's a good one for doing upgrades off as well. Because upgrades in what sense? In terms of the number of trams, right? Is like, we can start with, I don't know, what, 2 at most? And then if we need more, that's not going to be too challenging because the traffic flow here should be relatively good. Right, magical. That's smashing. So this will be, let's call this New York International. International. This one is New York Airport. Yeah, it's a dramatic piece of creativity in the naming we've got there. So this is New York Central, which is more or less what I was going to call it. And then we're just going to pull up this and go, hello, what have you got here? We'll have to, actually, we will have the commercial still drop there, but these two will change your routes up. Change my route up. Yes. New York Central. Hold on, isn't this called New York Central as well? And that's because I named one of them personally, and the other one the game auto named. Oh, now we've no idea which is which. Well, if you kill that one, it'll be blatantly obvious. Right, add that, kill this. There we are. Hooray. Okay, that's those two sorted, and then we just need one more route here to make that work, and then we need to go back down to the other end and figure out the reverse end of that of this trip. So this will be, I guess, international transfer. Oh, really? International transfer, NNY. Cool. Now you just need to buy a tram. Oh, crikey! There's always another job. Give me this. Give me the road. Take the road out a bit further. That looks like a road out into the future. It does rather, doesn't it? And then bung a tram. You probably could have built tram track on there from the get-go. I'm just saying. You missed an opportunity there. That's just details. Right, tram depot. Don't charge me an arm and a leg if you would be so kind. There we go. Stick it there, and it looks like it's another building associated with the airport. Possibly because it's associated with the airport. Right, 2 trams, please. I think it's going to be Mr. Peter Witt and his street car. What's that? 11 and 22. The only thing we care about is the capacity and the speed. Ooh, the CE 22 School Street, which I imagine is actually Schaffhausen, Switzerland, is a better one. But no, I'm going to go with Peter Witt. 2, please. That'll do it. Smashing. And we need to keep an eye on this. No, actually, we really don't need to keep an eye on it. Oh, hold on. Hold everything. Wait for it. I've got another plan. We want Intercity Los Santos, New York, and then we'll get rid of that. Switch this to be that one. 2 reasons. 1, it's closer. Secondly, it's dropping people off at the airport directly. Right, and then it means that there's a good chance that my little tram route that I just made connects up the 2 for people who want to go further afield. You really do like to live on the edge, don't you, Tiger? I'm a fan of it. Right, there we go. And show me my trams. You have to actually assign them to the line. Okay. Go! And we're off. Now, does this actually have any catchment at all? It's got two buildings worth of catchment at the moment. So there is a chance there that I just killed a route. But it wouldn't be the first time. Right, moving onwards. Go down the other end and get that fixed as well. And then we can deploy some planes. And then we can smugly look at ourselves and go, ha 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 ha. Right, where's my... Should stick out. There it is. And same kind of deal. Now then, slow us back down to a walking speed, if you'd be so kind. Now, how the heck are you going to make this work? That is about 1,000 meters below where you are now. Let's just try an as the crow flies kind of connection and see what sort of news we get out of that. 700,000 quid. Ooh. And 500,000 quid. Ah. And a building will be removed. Right, pause. Now then, before we do any of that though, we're going to eradicate this. See, and look at that money counter go. Nothing the game likes robbing through oil. It's like, most of the time you're kind of smoothing out just a tiny little, you can find a bump like this and you go, oh yeah, there you go, deal with that. And it goes, that'll be $2,000. And you go, thank you. And you come over here and that'll go, 300 grand. And you got to go, well, that's a lot of money. Good. Right. Now then, if I do that, try and make it look like it's a straight line. How will you make it look like it's a straight line? By making it a straight line. Do that. I don't want a tunnel. Gouge. There will be a very obvious why I've done it this way in a moment. In fact, you've probably guessed it already, but I'm not gonna judge it. Right, how about there? Yeah, that's close enough to an existing bit of AI build that the AI might go, you know what? I'm going to connect this up. We'll stick that over there. Now, I'm now very unhappy about that bit. Sorry. I'm sure you were as well. You kind of go, look, it's what are you even playing at? It's close enough to being straight that you just kind of go, just make it straight. There you go. Thank you. I mean, for all of our sanity, not just because it looks better, but, have some dignity, man. Right. We got a little bit of a tunnel. Everyone likes a little bit of a tunnel. There. Ooh, nice. Yeah, very, very pleasant. That'll do. Okay, good. Tram stop. We're tramming here as well, are we? You betcha we are. Later on, I would like to do rail stops here as well, but let's run before we walk and sort that out later. Obviously, I got that on the wrong way round on purpose. Right there. That's a depot. I know, but doesn't it fit in well? It's still a depot. It's not the thing that's actually going to make your life in any way improved. And I don't think can you build on this? Well, I'm sure you did at the other end. Yeah, you can. Well, in that case, we'll place that directly opposite the depot. Ooh, that's attractive. Sherma, apparently that's where we are now. International. And this obviously is going to be, I don't know, Sherma, Greenfields. No, Flatlands. In that way that airports sometimes have names that really don't relate to anything at all other than an area of land that was bulldozed in order to get them going there. I love how I haven't quite got that exactly straight. You know, that's a sign of quality, that is. Right, let's take to the tramming. Track the track. There you go. Now then, where am I going? We're going town centre with this. I rather think we are. So we'll take the main drag. I'm not going to bang in another how's your father? Another big tram stop for this one. No, this can just operate on the standard roads, and good luck with that. All right, here we go. Do not tell me there is too much anything. You have already got some tram track in place here as well, so we might as well do that. And then it's got the option to do a full loop, should it wish. Right, this one's going to be a bit easier because we just need to go from the centre of Sherma out to the airport. I like it. Right, international transfer, Sherm, international, Nash, on Al, transfer, Sherm. Good. Splendid and indeed banging. We'll go with 2 trams here. Hopefully the local townsfolk will start to move in here. They'll go, oh, no, I totally want to live near the airport. It's so relaxing. That's how they sound. Right, okay, let's roll it. Off we go. I did tell those to get on the route. So all that remains to do is, spookily, is to buy some aircraft. No, all that remains to do, seamless, is to keep it running. You might as well. I know you're trying to avoid the end of the month because you don't want to pay the bill, but you've got to pay the bill, right? As we go from the Sherma Flatlands here, it's just the right length of beefiness, connecting up disparate populations that this might actually work to New York. Right. Flight? No, not even necessary. NNY Sherm. That's a really boring name convention you've got there. Yep, it's fine. And that's it's also quite. Oh yeah, okay, it's quite exciting. Right, how much is a plane then? Because I want a couple. We'll dump the junkers. We'll go with the Dornier Merkel, and we can. We'll go with 1. Ooh, steady on. Right, set that one in motion. There you go. And then when I've got the money, I'll buy another one. That tends to be how you play this game. It does, doesn't it? But, people won't have seen aircraft as part of today's adventure. No, not at least until they looked at the thumbnail, which is almost certainly going to be a picture of an aeroplane. You say almost certainly. All right, 100% guaranteed to be an aircraft. Right, instead of hanging around, 1, 2, 3. I want to buy 3 more of those. There you go. Right, kill that off, because it's just getting in the way of quite a pleasant shot. Kill that off as well. And then we want to keep that in the sky. Now, we will do an aircraft ride along in a moment, but the first thing that I want to do is actually space these out a little bit. So we're going to wait until just after this one's taken off, and then we'll fling number 2 up in the sky. In fact, we're going to wait till that one's halfway there. Okay? And if we're lucky, well, where's halfway there look like? Over the sea. There you go. Well, it's up and away anyway. So brace, ready, wait for it. Because we'll replicate this 4 times, and as much as these guys will space themselves out on themselves without any interference from me, we do want to give them kind of a head start on this. Right? Yeah. Can still see coast. Can't see coast. Go. All right. First time can't see coast. That's our spacing moment. Yeah. Because that's what gives us the best chance. This is working. Look. That's what gives us the best chance of actually accomplishing anything. Right, yeah, good. Do your little turnaround bit there. Yeah, that's all nice. And there you go. Now, I'm fairly certain that the extra time taken to do all of this airport manoeuvring that the plane's just done is going to be balanced out by the amount of airport manoeuvring at the other end as well. And therefore, I should come up with something where the planes are approximately 25% split. Right, you're almost ready. First time you can't see land is when we set it in motion. I know, pretty exciting. And wait for it. Wait for it. That's the one. Go! Kill that one. Open this one. There you are. Sit there. That. Now, based on experience, it's going to... Whoa, okay, well, you kind of jumped the gun there, Chief. Just hang on, he's not finished doing his bit yet. So you just park it. and give it a minute or two, and then you can set flight for the heart of the sun or something. I don't know, one of those. Come on, Pete, what are you dropping off? And Pete says, Passage! Well done, Pete. Good solid effort there. Right, we're almost ready to go. Almost there. Any time now. Almost there. And here's you watching this, where all we're doing is we're looking at a very tiny picture of an aeroplane. And going, oh, at some point it's quite likely to fly over the sea, and then he'll deploy the next one. We're only doing this another 3 times. Yeah, there you go, another 3 times. Right, look, let's activate the afterburners till we're actually doing some kind of flight here, and then we'll take to the sky. Yeah, round the corner. Yeah, I apologise for any giddiness caused. Don't worry, we'll be back into smooth flight in a moment. There you go. When you say flight, smooth taxiing. There we go. We're going to fly up into the sky like a majestic eagle, powered by an internal combustion engine. There you go. Majestic eagle. Right, up and away. You've got a nice drop off into the ocean there, which of course drops off the edge of the world. And around the jolly corner, it's all rather lovely. Okay, well, this is actually the first time we've seen the view here. Look at that! There's coming in the plane. I think I've actually got the spacing about right. That's going to be good. If you would level off, we'll get a much nicer view. Do you want to level off? At all? Do you fancy leveling off? I think what I'll probably end up doing is having one more airport, possibly on another island. That I would say the 3rd island, if you know the one I'm referring to, just so that we get a little bit more use out of individual airports. So that will probably be the only other time that I use the big brutal flattening tool. That said, I could use it again all over the place. I just don't like it because you end up having to clean up so much after you've done so. This is a good view. Admittedly, it's quite slow. We might up the tempo a little bit there, because I'd quite like this to arrive before I run out of things to say. And you know, the tank's on vapors now. It's really we've gone for full tempo now, because oh, and here comes into view now the mainland, which is actually a lot. It goes a lot higher. There you go. There's another plane. I know. We all saw that. That was pretty dramatic. The mainland has actually got its elevation is a lot higher than I thought. I thought that the islands and the mainland were more or less the same altitude, but this is clearly quite a bit taller. Oh, it's actually not as long a flight as I anticipated, because obviously you can see the airport right there. Huh. Interesting. Well, it's quite a nice hop, even if it's not a million miles apart. I think in order to make some money later on, we might need a much longer voyage to make that make any sense at all. If we end up using, I don't know, 737s or Concorde, if we're feeling completely mad, then we're definitely going to need something a little bit more spread out. Anyway, there you go. That'll wrap it up for today. I've been Colonel Failure. You've been lovely. In the next episode, we'll have a quick look at how we're getting on, and then we have got some trains that are very much in need of an upgrade. But I mean, that's just empty spend there. You know, we don't get any new developments coming out the other side of buying new trains. You just end up with a ruddy great hole in your bank account. But it needs doing, and maybe there's some drama to be had in that. Anyway, subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on that, and I'll be back soon with more of the same. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Did I think when I started today that we would be talking about aircraft? No, I did not think that. I actually, I don't know what I was thinking. But then that is hardly unusual. Yes, there you go. Transport fever. We've got all of it. We've got ships, and plenty of them. We've got road vehicles, and a good slew of them. We've got some trams in there. That's nice too. We've got some trains. Not as many trains as you'd like. I know. I really want to turn my attention back to train building as soon as I've got a healthy amount of cash floating around, and we're really close to that point now where I can expand more or less as I see fit because the cash is sorted.